All right, what's up everybody? It is Dan here and welcome to another episode. Today we are going to be talking about air conditioning filters. Woohoo! So, why do you need an air conditioning filter? Well, it serves two purposes, both equally important. First of all, it keeps the dust and dirt and other particles out of your air conditioning system. A buildup of dust and dirt inside your air conditioning system will make it work harder and longer, both increasing the wear and tear on your system, as well as increasing your energy bills. Equally as important, the filter keeps the dust and dirt out of your house, which helps keep you healthy. So, how do you get to your air conditioning filter in order to change it? Well, typically your filter is going to be in one of two locations. It's either going to be inside your air conditioning system's air handler itself, or more commonly in new houses, they're putting the filter in a more easily accessible return air duct. If your filter is inside your system's air handler, you'll need to know where to find your system. Oftentimes the air handler is found in your attic. Your attic can be accessed in one of a couple of different ways. One is through an attic ladder, which is what I have and I'm about to show you in a few minutes. There's also the possibility that, especially if you have a two-story house, there's actually a door that accesses your attic space. So I'm going to show you the attic ladder that we use to access our own system. If your attic space is accessed through a ladder like mine, simply pull down on the string and then unfold the ladder. And now you can climb up. So I'll meet you all up there. Okay, here we are up in my attic, and you can see my air conditioning system right here behind me. It's possible that your air conditioner isn't in your attic, or you might not even have an attic space. If that's the case, there's a good chance you have a mechanical room somewhere where your air conditioning system is located. If your air filter is on your air conditioning system, there'll be a little flap or a door typically that opens just like this. Before you pull the old filter out, it's important to make sure your system isn't running. You can either turn your system off at the thermostat, but perhaps to be a little bit more safe, it might be best to turn the breaker or pull the fuse for your air conditioning system. And as you can see, there's the old air filter in there. Now, before I actually show you how to change the air filter, there's a couple of things we need to cover. Air filters come in all different sizes. The size air filter you need will typically be written on the side of the air filter. So make sure you check what size air filter you need before you take the old one out. Now, in addition, there's also something known as the MERV rating, M-E-R-V, or minimum efficiency reporting value. What that basically represents is how well that air filter works. The higher the number, the smaller the particles that filter can remove. So the MERV 12, which is what I have, can remove almost everything, including microscopic particles like viruses and bacteria. So, like I said, the higher the number, the better the filter will work. But you also have to keep in mind, your fan has to work a little bit harder to move air through a higher rated filter. And now for perhaps the easiest part. Simply grab your old air filter and slide it out. You can see just how much dust and dirt that filter has on it versus, let's compare it to a new one. So you can see on the older one just how much gray dirt and dust has built up on it. Next up, you put the new air filter in. You do need to pay attention. The air filter has a directional arrow on it. That's the direction that the air needs to flow. Make sure you put it back in the same way that the old one was in there. But it simply slides into place, and now you close the door. And that's it. You've changed your air filter. Simple as can be. This is one of those extremely simple DIY projects that virtually everybody can do themselves. It's important that you do this regularly to maintain both the health of your air conditioning system as well as your own health. I would recommend, based on how often your system is running, changing your air filter anywhere from every month to perhaps every 3 months. Here in Texas, in the dead of summer, our air conditioning system runs more than 50% of the day. During those seasons, we replace the air filter every month. In the shoulder seasons, when the weather cools off a little bit, but before it gets too cold, we might let the filter go 2 to 3 months in between changes. So, thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, please show your support by clicking that like button, and maybe even consider subscribing to our channel. We'll catch you on another episode very soon. Bye-bye.